If someone you love breaks your heart and walks away, leaving you alone in your sadness, would you still open the door if they came back? A long time ago, about 700 years or more before the birth of Jesus Christ, the people of Israel were living in the darkness of sin and had forgotten God. In the midst of this darkness, there was a prophet named Hosea. Hosea was a very kind man with a heart full of love. He loved God and obeyed him in everything. He loved all people and wanted to help them turn away from a life of sin. As for the people of Israel, they were living a life full of sin and unfortunately were happy with it. They committed many sins that angered God, and of course the worst of them was the worship of idols. And they forgot the existence of the living God, the God who was always calling them to his way and conveying messages to them through his prophets, one of whom was Hosea, and his message was love. Hosea loved a girl from his people, among whom he lived. Her name was Gomer. Gomer, daughter of Diblaim. God commanded him to marry her and live a new life together, free from any past sins she or her family had committed. Gomer was happy with her new life and with Hosea's love for her, which she felt more and more each day. His only desire in life was to see her happy and content. God wanted Hosea to have children with her. The first child was a boy named Jezreel, meaning a warning to the Israelites that they would be punished for their sins. Then God sent them a girl named Lo-Ruhamah, meaning that the time of mercy had ended. Finally, God sent them a third child named Lo-Ami, meaning that the Israelites were no longer his people. God sent complimentary messages to the Israelites through the names of Hosea's sons. The people of Israel continued their sinful lives, rejecting God's messages and warnings. In Hosea's house, Gomer began to feel weary and bored with her life, and evil thoughts began to take hold of her. Gomer returned to her sinful ways, just like her people, and made the truly strange decision to leave Hosea and her children and go far away, despite all the love Hosea showed her. Hosea was devastated when he learned what had happened, and Gomer's departure deeply affected him and his children. Hosea truly loved Gomer, and despite everything, his love for her remained unchanged. His patience in hoping for her return was immense and boundless. Gomer, living in the depths of sin and spent all her money, she was left penniless and became a slave, sold to anyone who wanted to buy her. She served her masters without pay and was forced to do anything demanded of her. Gomer lived a bitter life. This was her choice after having been blessed by Hosea's love and under God's protection. Now let's go back to Hosea. Hosea's love for Gomer remained unchanged, and he decided to search for her everywhere. God guided him, and he finally found her. He found her in a miserable state and was shocked. Hosea knew that Gomer had become a slave, but he immediately decided to pay the price for her freedom. After that, she was free to choose what to do next. After a long journey of love, filled with struggle and patience, Gomer returned to Hosea, repentant for everything she had done. Hosea forgave her for even thinking about sin. He forgave her for leaving him and walking away. He forgave her because he loves her and will always love her. And he gave her a second chance. And that is exactly what happened with the people of Israel in the time of Hosea. His story with Gomer was a living example of God's love and forgiveness for humanity. Despite all the sins people had committed, God still kept his door open for them, ready to forgive. There was, and still is, a precious opportunity for humanity, if only they choose to receive it.